Until one attain that supremacy of love and the supremacy of bliss to which one is eternally with him, there's a constant flow of, in the cycle of birth and death. And that's why it is a reminder, on the spiritual path. Not every spiritual path teaches that, but the goal of the spirituality is to end that cycle of birth and death, And that doesn't happen by you willing. Yes, you say, yes, I will, but I will end this cycle of birth and death. But that one have to forget about that. It's not in your hand, firstly. That means if that was in your hand, meaning you could have incarnated by your own will. No? So you can't incarnate by your own will. You incarnate through the will of karma. No? Because you have a certain karmic things together, that's why you incarnate. So karma make you incarnate. So where is your will into that? There's no will for you into that. So attaining that supremacy of bliss is also the same. It's not in your hand. That's why in the bhakti path we count on kripa, which is grace of the Lord. Everything, if you understand, it is the grace of the Lord. It is only His will. When He will it for you to attain that, you will attain that state, to be eternally with Him again. So, note one thing, that everything that you do, He bring you closer to Him. He is serving each of you. You are thinking, yes, I'm serving the Lord just to be close to Him, to attain Him. In reality, it's the opposite. He is in an eternal service so that you can attain that supreme bliss. What kind of mercy is that? What kind of grace is that? And how can ungrateful human can be to forget that? We go through life, take life for granted. Forgetting what the Lord, what God is doing. A little bit of gratitude people doesn't have. They think, yes, they are in control of everything. That's why they died like animal and they'd forgotten like animal. But if one will realize what God is doing at each moment, whether He's present physically or whether He's manifesting physically to you or not, but He's behind everything. And this is the amazing part of that. And also how He managed every creation, how when one soul is ready to attain Him, how He make everything ready to attain Him. And this is a beautiful story. There is a story of a saint. Very often you will see that. You don't see that in other, because you see in other paths, they have to long for God. They have to look for God. They have to go in search of God. But in Bhakti path, God placed that longing within the heart, and then He look for and come and serve. Now, such was the story of. There's a Maharashtra saint called Veenabai or Veena Swami. This was a lady. She was born in Kolhapur. Kolhapur is the place where Mahalakshmi appeared. So she was born there, and she was very dedicated. Since childhood, she had the association of her guru, Samat Ramdas, and she got married at the age of 9, but she became widow also very young. I think she got married at 9 years old, and then she became widow at 12. So don't be shocked when I'm saying 9 years to get married. In the Hindu tradition at that time, it was possible. They got married already from the day you were born. They already sealed the deal. Of course, you are not in the house of your in-law. You stay with your parents until the right moment for you to, which is the first, the moment you have your menstruation, then you will go to your in-law house. Until then you stay at your parents' place. But due to that promise of marrying, it is like marriage. Even till today in some villages in India still do like that. But at that time, Vinabai, she became a widow very young. Her husband died. And for her, when her husband died, she decided to dedicate her life to serve her guru. So any time which her guru will be present in the town, it was a must for her to go there. So one day she met Samat Ramdas, and Samat Ramdas blessed her to do kirtan, to spread the divine name to everybody. You see, at that time, for a widow to sing the name of God was very unheard. So it was like a revolution. So for her, she took to heart what her guru wanted. So she started spreading, singing the glory of the guru and Sankirtan, singing the glory of the Lord. So as she spread, of course, you see, you have many people who like you and many people who don't like you. You know, people start slandering her, and start slandering her guru also. You know, but Samarthandas said to her, "Carry on." You know. So it so happened one day, Samarthandas decided to make a program, and he gave her the responsibility of arranging everything for that program. So on that day of arranging, and not on that day of the program, when she have planned everything, the Lord wanted to give her the grace. What happened? 2 weeks before the program, she fell sick with high fever, could not walk, nothing, you know. But her daily routine was to go to the temple of Rama. So she went to the temple of Rama and she prayed to Rama. Said, how can I serve my Guru? How can I fulfill what my Gurudev is asking from me if I'm sick? Nothing happened. No. But what happened is the Lord graced her. So she was sick, she was in bed. Sri Ram himself came in the form of a woman by the name of Ramabai. So here you can say, Ram, why would Ram come in the form of a lady? You see, for us it's not, when you look at the deity, they can take any aspect they want. Here Bhagavan come in the form of Sri Ram himself, took the form of Ramabai, came here and knocked at the door of her and said, listen, your Guru Ramdas Swami have sent me to help you. So she was very happy, because she could not, she was very sick. So having her there was a great help. So she arranged everything and planned everything. For 2 weeks, Ram in disguise was helping her. So on the day when Samat Ramdas came, so Vinabai was healthy again. So she went to meet Samat Ramdas, and as they were talking, discussing, Samat Ramdas, then she asked, thank you very much for sending Ramabai. Then Samat Ramdas said, I didn't send anybody. So Samat Ramdas was a great yogi. So he closed his eyes. When he looked inside, he saw that Ramabai was none other than Sri Ram himself. From the moment that is known, Ramabai disappeared. So just this story to remind you, you see, that final grace, how God arranged for everything. And those who have that bhakti inside of them, those who have that love inside of them, how easy it is. Without doing much, what he asks is just to love him. That end, that cycle of birth and death. No. So, coming to your question, whether there's endless soul coming and going. Yeah, there's endless soul of coming and going, but all happen through his will.